Alright everybody, today we're going to look at the movie Roma, which was directed by Alfonso Cuarón. This movie won 3 Academy Awards. One award was for cinematography, another for Best Foreign Film, and then Alfonso Cuarón won for Best Director. Amongst many audiences or people like you and me, this had very mixed reviews. So, with that said, what did I think about the movie Roma? So the movie Roma follows an affluent family in 1971 Mexico City. And according to Alfonso Cuarón, this movie is the story of his childhood. However, you watch this film through the eyes of the family's caretaker nanny, Cleo. And for this reason, you get a unique perspective when you watch this film. You're able to see the divide between the family's life and the life that Cleo and the other caretakers have. This film is also presented in a very artistic package. The cinematography stands out, the black and white of the film stands out. I will say this movie is sort of a slow-paced movie. So if you're looking for something that's just going to move along, this is not your film. But if you do want to sit down and watch this movie, you might be handsomely rewarded. With all of that said, this is your warning that this video will contain spoilers. Yes, this video will contain spoilers. So if you don't want me to ruin it for you, vete. Here are 5 things that you should look out for when you watch the movie Roma. Number 1 has to be cinematography. This is some of the best cinematography that I've seen in a film in some time. There are moments where the frame is a still shot, but it's what's happening in the frame that is grabbing your attention. There are things out of frame that are moving into frame. There are things in the background that are moving into the foreground, and things in the foreground that are moving into the background. One scene in particular that stands out for me is the street scene, where the kids run off to the cinema and Cleo has to go and find them. As she's crossing the street, you're able to see all of the depth that exists beyond her specific position. Seems so authentic in its nature. Hey everyone, don't forget this video is brought to you by El Norteño Beef Jerky, a perfect snack for your micheladas, a perfect snack for grown-ups, kids, abuela, tío loco, and we're offering 20% off in the link below. Number 2 has to be Yalitza Aparicio. I thought her character of Cleo was great. One thing that I loved about Cleo was her lack of emotion. So when at the end she does finally have that outburst, it makes for this very strong release. Number 3 has to be timing and pace. This movie does not move along in the same manner that we're used to seeing in other movies. For example, the scene where the car is pulling into the driveway, Alfonso Cuarón specifically wants to show you the amount of meticulous maneuvering that this car has to make in order to get into this driveway. Number 4 has to be contrast. Now, this movie is in black and white, and Alfonso Cuarón said the reason he made it in black and white was to give this film a timeless feel. I think another reason he chose the black and white is to just show the contrast that exists in other parts of the movie. For example, the scene where Fermín ditches Cleo at the movie theater. You can tell in that specific scene that she is in her own frame of thought, but everything around her is moving along and doesn't have the same care as she is having in that specific moment. And I think that is sort of symbolic in the black and white that we see in this film. So that brings me to number 5, the final scene. One thing I love about this scene is that it's all in one shot. The technical abilities of Alfonso here are for everybody to see. I also think, again, it just shows Cleo's character, her willingness and ability to just trudge through the moment. It's not until she comes back and the whole family kind of huddles around each other where she's able to have that moment of release. All right, everyone, it is question time. And today's question is about the airplanes that were in this movie. What do you think they symbolized? Please leave your answer in the comments below, and I'll leave mine as well. All right, back to the video. So finally, what did I think about this movie? Well, For starters, I really, really liked this movie. This movie is 5 tequilas. It is that good. From the cinematography, to Cleo's character, to the family, to the kids, to the moments that you experience during 1971 Mexico City. There's a lot that I haven't even shared with you guys. This movie is worth the watch. With all of that said, thank you for watching, and please don't forget the question, what did you guys think about those airplanes? What did they symbolize? And also, if you guys have any other films that you think that I should watch, let me know. I've had some friends tell me some stuff. Please write those in the comments. Okay guys, I'll take up no more of your time. Until next time, adios. El norteño.